yellow mouse.
Pikachu.
Yeah,
There you go.
Holy shit! I'm losing my mind.
That space one, the space game, space horror game.
Yes, Dead Space. It's Dead Space.
But you don't
know.
Predator?
No, it's
Bald Hitman.
I don't know that
Bald
one.
Hitman. The game's called Hitman, right?
Yeah, but his name.
What's his name?
Never
Never played it.
Hitman.
Tom
we already
Clancy.
did this.
The same guy you
Tom
had
Clancy.
earlier.
Is it Tom Clancy?
No, it's
Sam Fisher again.
Fisher, you
That's
had it
funny.
last time.
I know you scared. You kept saying Tom Clancy. It's like wiping my memory. Tom Clancy, a name. Tom Clancy.
First-person shooter game, like you're going around killing monsters. Blah, 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 blah. The one before that.
Fuck yeah.
Wolfenstein?
Fuck yeah.
The other one.
I have no idea.
The other one.
Damn.
Overwatch.
Cavalry's
You
here.
really love watching me play her?
Oh, Tracer.
You never scrolled by it on the hub.
Yeah.
Oh. Zeus! The gods of Olympus have abandoned me.
What?
The
White
gods of
skin,
Olympus
red
have
tats.
abandoned me. He's a
He's the
god of war.
He's the god of war.
Oh,
That would have been way easier to say, by the way.
Right? It starts with a K.
I have no idea.
Fucking Half-Life.
I have no idea.
No, I didn't know that. He
I
got
got
Tracer.
one. I got
He got
Tracer.
yeah.
Oh, I would have got Gordon Freeman. Fuck, I should have said that.
He doesn't hide in a box.
Metal Gear Solid.
Snake.
Yeah.
Oh, Donkey Kong's brother, bro.
Just got arrested.
Diddy Kong.
Your name?
Max?
Plus,
But you're in
what if
pain.
What if
But
I,
you're
what
in
if I
pain.
just...
Max Payne.
There you go.
Oh,
That's like a
Street
Street
Fighter.
Fighter character.
Yes.
Main character.
No idea.
And
Clank.
Ratchet?
Yes.
Oh, Silent Hill. The big old.
Oh, Pyramid Head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toughest favorite character in Mario Party.
Wario.
Yep.
No. That's fine. It's fine.
It was Waluigi. Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Link.
Green hat.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Get over here.
Oh, time's up.
Fucking, what's his name?
Scorpion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fat
Fatty
ass.
from Street Fighter.
Street Fighter, fat ass.
I don't know.
Blue
Chili.
face, big thighs.
Yes.
Love him.
Tom Nook?
Yup.
Oh my God.
Yup.
Final Fantasy bad guy against Cloud.
I don't know.
S.
Hello. Alright. Folks doing? Hello. Welcome to chat. Just double checking to make sure everything's getting all right and good and great. Alrighty, Roo. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Just making sure that everything's righty tighty. Alrighty, Roo. First things first, just do a little bit of a good old adjusting. Alright, so we're just going to hop right into it. First things first, I want to say thank you guys for watching. And right now, we're just going to be doing a couple of little small animations, nothing too crazy, just, kind of warming up and whatnot. Not going to be too long. New episode is up on Patreon. Let me turn that audio down just a smidge. Just turn it down a little bit. Alright. Just making sure those audio levels are nice and good. And just doing all that stuff. Alright, so just give you the rundown, just doing some quick animations. Not quick animations, but you know what it is. New Clooless animated episode is up on Patreon. It's going to be a couple of GTA 5 skits. Hello, welcome to the channel. But yeah, the new episode is up on Patreon. So if you want to head over there and subscribe and whatnot, check it out early and get all behind the scenes stuff. Get an exclusive bonus if you do the $3 tier or the $5 tier. But once again, welcome to the stream. So let's just jump right into it. So, hop right in. So, I'm trying to think, what do we want to do? Any ideas? And I think we're just going to do kind of an action scene with Bride. So first things first, let's get our colors set. Dark blue, let's make sure that is the correct. Alright. So first things first, let's get kind of a storyboard out here. Just to kind of get an idea of what we want to do. What part of the episode are you doing? So usually it's going to be, so part of it is the Clooless Gaming channel where they did the heist. That's going to be just one part of that. And then it's going to be part of us. And then the other two parts are some Smitty episodes, one of his most recent GT uploads, and the Smitty GTA 5 rat clip is going to be in there. So very excited for that. All right, let's see. Let's try and get a storyboard down. Just try and get kind of our keyframes ready. A little uneven right now, but so first things first. Let's see. What do we want Roy to be doing? Want him to be hopping? Want him to be hipping? Yes. All right. Let's get an idea. Go down. Let me know if the music is good and everything. Just to double check. Yes. Actually, and I'm going to use this, I think, to try and get the sticky bones, which like a posable figurine. I recommend one of these if you're kind of a little iffy on like what your pose wants to look like. It's not cheap, but it is very fun to play with. So I think what I'm going to do is have Droid kind of doing a running animation start. One. Doing like a quick kind of run. The fellas flee from Grizzy in the Scooby-Doo van on the wheelchair. So not that part. But there is going to be Grizzy with the Scooby-Doo van is a part in it, but it's mostly just going to be them just constantly kind of crashing into things. Fortunately, I didn't do that part. But I did add Sovi and Docky, I think, to the newest part. So, yeah. It was kind of tough because I had some ideas of what I wanted to do before, and I was like trying to find yes, I had a lot of fun trying to get them to crash into things. But yeah. Yes. So Droid is going to be running this direction. And then so he's running. We're gonna have a close-up, I think. Able to go from there to there. 2, 3. We're kind of just doing a little bit of a 360 run, but like starts from here and he goes all the way to here, kind of thing. And I think we're gonna have this kind of go, and the camera is gonna go, I think, up. This. Let me just save this. Animation practice. Let's see, what else can we do here? Yes. Let's see. And then what else should Droid do? He should be, so he's running. We have a slightly different camera angle. And what do we want him to do? We want him to, I think then he kind of jumps into the air. Camera goes down. I think we do that. So, kind of be up in the air. We'll have a cut here in the air. And he smashes into the building. We'll have that be right there. And then smashes into the building. And then let me just add one more scene, like the 10 kind of scene. And that's in the building. Got yeah. I think we kind of do something like this. Just get an idea. I think we have a good idea of our kind of plan here. So let's put that into the corner. First things first, I'm just gonna make these selections, just kind of move them so they are not in our way. Just making sure that those are visible. All right. All right. Again, I don't have an X sheet, but that's all right. All right. All right. So we have Royd. That's I had a second camera to show you, so yeah. I highly recommend getting one of your guys, like one of these sticky bones to help with like poses. Not sponsored. It's great for like just kind of getting an idea of a pose. Yeah. Highly recommend it. Make them a little smaller. Right here. So, start here. I keep watching the volume 1 while I clean. It makes me feel like I'm drawing, but without actual art supplies. So fun. Alright. Nice, dude. So, stretch. Had a good workout today. Did chest and back. Nice, dude. Right now we're just kind of spacing these out. We're not being... Oh, that's the wrong button. We're not being super detailed. We're just trying to get a good idea. Actually, maybe make this here. Probably over that. Probably gonna be maybe not behind it, but maybe it's gonna be more like that. Or here. Just again, trying to get that line of action kind of correct where it's doing. Then trying to follow this kind of pattern here where more like not no maybe like want that kind of aspect of it. So he's also turning, I think, while so maybe not quite circle. Yes. One, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, wrong one. So this is kind of where he's his biggest in terms of camera frame, in terms of the actual camera. Let's make this guy a little smaller. Oh. Put him not out of the screen, but I think we'll make him a little smaller. No, actually right around there. And him, do it nice, kind of slightly bigger, and then we're going to the neck kind of aspect of it. No, it's too close. Maybe more like that. Gonna hold there for a few seconds. However long we need. He's gonna be going down. Again. This is kind of the front. That's the back. Here, he's going to bring this arm kind of forward, so we want to have it be like that. And that arm's going to be coming down. Again, trying to have this like mannequin feel to it, trying to do that a bit more. Maybe not. Yeah, I mean, that's generally how I tend to do heads. Basically a circle within, or a square with a circle inside of it, basically. Or just egg shape it. Not quite there. But, oh yeah, no, 100%. You gotta make the videos real funny now. Let me know how the audio is, just out of curiosity. I want to make sure it's not too loud, where it's more of a nice background noise. You know about that? Comedy, yes, pretty much. So I think around there, we're slightly behind. Gonna go up here. Is good? All right, tight. Tight, 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 tight. Yeah, tight, tight, tight. Yeah. And we have this kind of trapezoid shape for the torso that helps, especially with more, you know. That's gonna have that. 1, 2, 3. So once again, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Then we're gonna have him go down this way. Alright, so this is kind of his back. Whale. Again, we have there. Right now I'm just getting a feel for his positions. 4. Whoa. Right. One, two. Bit different with the back, as you can kind of see how it works. All right, so we're just once again we're making sure that we're following the storyboard. We're gonna get that correct. Oh, that was weird. A little bit smaller. Okay. No, wait, sorry, I wanna. The heck? Weird. Yes, because that leg is that. Yeah, okay. Just giving it. Yeah, so it does kind of that. And I think what we want to do is. So that camera, I think, is gonna move down and whatnot. K Omega, welcome back to the chat. Yep, making some decent progress. Nothing too detailed. We're just kind of trying to get the what am I saying? The kind of timing correctly. You know, we're not doing anything super detailed. We're just trying to make sure that we get that correct timing. Yes, indeed. Welcome back. Once again, he's right here. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the camera kind of move back. So he's getting running. He's going away. He's right here, and zoomer out. Or yeah, kind of go top down. And I'm just doing a big clock cycle. These arch waves in your recent tier 3. Thank you so much for the animation. And progress looks really good so far. Hello. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for subscribing to the Patreon. Once again, it really does help. Sorry about that. Needed some water. Yeah, no, the Patreon really helps with making sure I can get these animations out and making sure I can do them for, you know, the kind of quality that I want them to do at. Yeah, but once again, thank you guys so much for actually giving me the chance to, you know, do this for a living. I'm glad you like the Patreon. Yes, hello. I'm glad you liked the little GIF I did. Once again, I wanted to give something, you know, a little more, you know, because it's like, you know, paying me $5. I figured it's the least I could do to show, as like a gift for thank you for subscribing and whatnot. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. So let's try and get him to move kind of this way. I think what we do is here. We're gonna go that way. Smaller head. Okay. I shall arch while watching peak. Yes. Sorry, that's a little hard to read. That up a bit. 1, 2. Actually, this should be more like there. 2. Stick while watching. All right. Okay. Cool. So, but that I just got texted with someone, but nothing too much. Yes. Nice. Yes, indeed. Bum, bum. No. I just kind of got this top-down view. Bum, 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 bum. Sorry, I'm thirsting up a storm here. Check it again. Now he's kind of top. Right. Are there going to be in between frames? I think for this one, not too many. Right now I'm just trying to make sure I get the kind of keyframes down. I'm just trying to get those keyframes down, so I can just try and time it a little bit more. But we'll see if I have time for it. I can't be here too long, unfortunately. But because it's not gonna be once the stream is done and then I'm not doing this anymore. It's just more so it's gonna take its time to a degree. So for me, it's more so just trying to, yeah. Yes, that's basically it. I'm trying to make sure, like, what does it actually look like? And just like the very basic, kind of bare bones of it. Once again. He's gonna be, yep. Pretty much, it's more so just trying to make sure that I get the idea of it down. And then with the frames kind of right here, I'm just trying to, and then just separate them, maybe do them maybe 2s or 3s and whatnot, just to try and get like the timing down is also kind of, once again, we're just gonna, so next is up, so we're kind of here, and I want the camera to be, I love your animations, funny AF. Thank you very much. Yeah, glad you like them. Yeah, if you want to, you can check out the Patreon to check out the new episode. It's up with all the behind the scenes and everything. But yeah, no, it'll come out, usual time. It's gonna be kind of here, and then what do we want to do? So we've got that, and I kind of want to just do like an S shape here. Now we're gonna see a little bit more of him. By the way, for the music, I'll probably change it about an hour in. Probably put on some Creepcast, just to kind of mix it up a little. Once again. Trying to figure out how the camera would move. So, 'cause I'm trying to think, because there's the one artist that I really yes. It looks hard yet so good. Yeah, they're definitely hard. I mean, it's not too hard because I'm not focused on the actual draftsmanship of the actual frame. It's more so excuse me. It's more so just making sure that the camera is trying to get accurate, because I'm a really big fan. What will this be for? So I'm doing kind of a class on some like character animation stuff. So this is part of it. And so I figured it'd be a good way to kill two birds, because I also want to do more streaming and whatnot, just to kind of get like a bit more of a community involved. But this is going to be practice, and it's a exercise / assignment for the animation class I'm taking. It's really good, I think. Let me link 1 second. Yeah. For anime stream content. Oh yeah. Here, let me. Sorry, 1 second. Let me get the link for the actual class. I can link it down in the chat real quick. Let me just find it. Just give me 1 second real quick. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1 second. Oh. Sorry, 1 second, folks. There we go. Alright. Sorry that took so long. Just kind of post to that. So this is the class I'm taking. I just posted in the chat. If you want to check it out, you can. The one that I'm doing is with feedback, and that's closed. But I think you can get the files and everything kind of there. Yes. Right. Anyway, so we're back here. Right now we're trying to get the so the camera's above, and we're trying to get it almost down to where he's looking like this. So I gotta figure out, so I'm basically trying to move it like that. Should we go in front? I'll check it out when I get permission of my own money to do so. All right. Also, super excited for the Backrooms movie. Really excited for that. Yeah. No, it's definitely a little on the pricier side, but I paid I mean, I did the more expensive version of it, but that's with feedback from the guy who's running it. Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to getting, because it's nice, because they have a private Discord and whatnot, so you get feedback and whatnot, which is nice. And I've been meaning to. Nice is it's very self-paced, so there's not like deadlines. So that's definitely a benefit, I think, to this one. But I do get feedback, which is nice, and yeah. But in the meantime, just think, what do we want to do? Running. So now oh yeah. I will say, one thing I'm excited about is that it ties into the YouTube series, which I'm really, really excited for. But yeah, no. I mean, there'll probably be at least like one or two comedic moments, I feel like, just to kind of break the tension. But I have faith in Kane Pixels. I gotta be honest. I have faith in Kane Pixels, so. So this is back. Crazy enough. Oh yeah, I'm so excited for it. We're gonna start cover band. Hey, good for you. Nice. Yeah. I don't have any experience with the guitar. But hey, listen, good for you. I used to do saxophone back in the day for like, you know. Hey, listen, good for you. I haven't played it in like, you know, years though. This is back in like middle school, but yeah, it's very, very fast, so it's going to be, you know, it's a little bit more paced. Let me just kind of get an idea. Nice, dude. Sometimes I make my sketches way too messy. Okay, just trying to figure this out. Down. Right. A bunch of less known levels alongside the ones everyone knows, like level 0 and the pool rooms. I don't know if it is going to, because that isn't. Well, I mean, they might, It's more so King Pixels kind of backroom stuff. It's not necessarily the pool rooms or the back or the I don't know if they will, but just because a part of me wonders, because this is in King Pixels universe, not like the actual backrooms kind of web or stuff. So it won't be like it'll fit into the King Pixels universe backrooms, not necessarily like the web, like or the internet kind of like all those levels. Like those are more like kind of the internet giving its feedback, whereas it's just King Pixels. I think that's what's probably gonna happen. It'd be interesting to see if he does incorporate it, but I have my doubts if they do all that stuff. Actually, I'm gonna coming up. So let me make that one a bit more down. Okay. Actually, what we're going to do is instead of hiding kind of behind the torso, we're going to have it kind of come out because he's going to get ready to jump. Make sure. Yes. Ooh. No. Whee! Yeah. Sorry. Stretch. I got a standing desk, so I'm just trying to make sure I don't want to sit too much. Actually, no, his foot would be kind of more like right here because he's trying to step down, so I want to make sure I get. Head's gonna be down. Just give an idea. It's probably going to be down. He's going to have his feet planted, he's squatting. Let me just back a second. Ah. Boom, 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 boom. Right here, he's basically just going to continue to kind of crouch down while his arms are trying to go in different directions. Not different directions, but the angles are going to be adjusted so that he can looks like he's. Let me double check my storyboards. Oh. As you kind of here. Yeah, okay. I think arms kinda. Arms are kind of go out. They would kind of do like a. Or actually, maybe it should be more. These are arch. Should be more out. So rather than these kind of coming back in, this should be continuing this kind of attack. This. Arms are probably going to come down in a very, very fast motion. Again, this is going to be an action thing. Arms are probably going to come out. He's going to be kind of releasing like a spring. Head is probably going to come up. Yeah. I'm gonna slightly bend the joints. Not too much though. Sometimes my tablet will do that where like it'll glitch and whatnot, but Blender was, it's actually that's easy. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I haven't really had the chance. Go flying, cause oh yeah. Yeah, that's fair, I think. I mean, I guess, yeah. So we're here. Let me just kind of do a quick one through. So here, then we have a cut. Let's kind of. So we have a cut right here. And let's say cut. We're gonna have droid, I think, slowly kind of come up. We'll have like a wide shot, flat, and whatnot. Kind of coming up. Yeah. I mean, it is definitely like a funny gag to think of. Like if Grizzy just took off Pezzy's head and just starts shaking it like really, really aggressively. That'd be really funny to do at some point. Oh yeah. Right now he's in the air and he's slowly trying to. You're not putting Mentos. Yeah. I think you mean in Pezzy. Yeah. He's gonna be slightly kind of crouching because he's slowly bringing his legs up. Droid would do that? I feel like Droid would. Oh yeah. We're just slowly bringing his legs up to try and more of a dynamic pose. Slowly bring his arm out. Gonna do like a other leg is just slightly behind. Yes. Okay. Oh man. Sorry, give me 1 second. Feet were starting to get a little sore. Sorry about that. Alright. Now he's just kind of soaring through the sky. His legs are up nice and tight. Sorry. Alright. So now he's just kind of slowly extending because he's flying through the air. This is where we would hold for a couple of frames. Hold. He's like ever so slightly extending, just because he's in the air. Yep. Hold that for a few seconds. Then, so we're on 4. Turn your 3D renders pixel art and blend. I did not know that. That is cool. Yeah. Sorry. Alright. Here, then. Then he slowly is. Then he's kind of quickly turning. It's like this. Slowly turning like that. We kind of see the back of his head. Showing a little bit of his backside. Have the building kind of be right here. In super thin. Be just kind of turning. Interesting. No, let's have this building be smaller in the background. It's like super small, right? Oh, I see. Try this shit around. That. Oh yeah, no, I would assume so. I mean, I can speak from experience. It is very time consuming to do all that cell shading. That is the building I'm trying to have. Where it's like almost kind of turning. So let me just kind of get an idea. A little big. Smaller. No, that should be more. That. No, his head's a little too big. Too big. No, I can fix that with making his body bigger. It's not so much a fish lens. It's more so just me trying to figure out the kind of not horizon lens. It was more so just like trying, like for this one in particular, like this. It was more so just trying to figure out how he comes from like, you know, like here to like, you know, going like that and whatnot. Yeah. Cartoon splat. I'm trying to. I for this one in particular, I'm trying to do more of the anime kind of thing, where it's more so he just kind of, you know, makes an indent in the wall. So not quite a splat, but more of like a silhouette in the actual building. First of all. Actually, that's a bit too thin. Yeah. He's gonna bring his leg up slightly because he's gonna try and stop in midair. Alright, it is 7 o'clock. So I think we're gonna put on some cast. Here. Alright.
I'm going up to see family. I'm going to live with them. Then all of a sudden, his supposed ex comes up. She's like, by the way, I've been feeling fucking sick. I'm actually pregnant. And then, I don't care. I don't care who you are. Just wait a couple more weeks until you can afford tickets for both of you. Am I wrong? Him leaving right there feels insane to me.
If they are so poor that he had $62 to his name.
That's true. That's true.
And he used 2/3 of his savings to buy one bus ticket. I feel like it's like, hey, I have a job lined up in Washington. I have to go to that.
It's mostly like such a bombshell. You know what I was thinking though the entire time was I was like, a guy's like, I'm lost. We need to break up. Whatever. This place is a shithole.
Yeah. I kind of. It's not the start of the episode. It's a little into it just because I was listening to it. It's one of the older episodes. It's White Fall.
Of poverty and a love lost relationship. A child. Yeah, that's gonna fix this. Which no, I understand. Like him.
There.
Situation where kind of all hope's lost. It's like, hey, you now have a life that you created that you're responsible for and stuff like that, and that kind of almost sobering him up a bit to any discontent he had towards Mel. But it does feel a little out of left field just because we don't get a ton of context as other than just saying that they were poor, which is like, yeah, I mean that makes sense, but you wouldn't leave someone you loved over it. So
I'm wondering how much of that introduces it to his character though, because it's kind of interesting because when you said it, you were like, well, he has a job that he needs to do, you know, it's there, which you know, Buchanan could just be a place where there's no work, just, you know, it's horrible. But it also does seem it's just like you didn't have a job there. Like it's we have, I don't think that we fully revealed this character yet. You know what I mean? It's like all these little things where it's like, well, all I have is this much money to my name, and then now he's supposed to support a kid, and it's like, why weren't like what was the job situation before? It's just a little bit like when we were first reading it, which I doubt it's this. I was almost like they sound like crack addicts or something, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They seem like kind of like a wiry, like unemployed couple that's just like tumultuous relationship where he's like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna leave and go back home to my family.
Yeah. I mean that's kind of. Again, there's not a lot of context given. He talks about he probably can't. Drinking's the first thing that came to his mind.
Yep.
So it kind of implies that maybe he was an alcoholic, or he is an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has some kind of vice that maybe contributes or was cause of the poverty. And maybe you could say that just being in that state of poverty, both of them were so depressed that that's what made them draw away from each other. Neither of them were really capable of giving emotion or feedback to another person. So they kind of both just lost any love they felt. And then I could see how a child would, you know, reawaken that feeling. But yeah, I think. It's more so the language.
It's the Whitefall episode, in case you're.
I'm just done. I gotta go. And then she's like, I'm pregnant. He's like, my sweet angel, my beautiful, lovely honey baby. It's like,
Delusional.
That's tough talk from a guy that was gonna just never look back. Now it's like 3 weeks or I'm back. It's like, okay.
Yeah, very like.
But like you said, it is kind of symptomatic of an addict or someone who is very short-term thought process, does stuff quickly.
I have learned my lesson, Isaiah, from the Spire in the Woods character. Okay.
Wait, what do you mean by the Spire in the Woods connection?
I guess at the beginning we were like, this guy's really down on his luck, and then later he turns out to be a fucking monster. I'm saying I've learned to be like, I don't know.
Here's the difference. Spire in the Woods, we had all of those clues literally shoved in our face on some occasions, and we just ignored all of them. And you know what it was? It's because we were young and free. We were being too guy about it. We were being too much of guys.
We were young and free.
I'm
But
going to move this.
section, and there have been no clues laid out.
Have it be
to give us
down,
that
actually.
Now, if we get another 18 chapters, and there's more stuff about, a girl.
I still think I won't say my reading, my comprehension, or my like media literacy or whatever. I bet you it's like a giant red flag, and I'm like, God, that's a great blue flag.
Yeah.
Hey, wait up! We're stopped.
I jerked awake, folding upright in my seat. The weary traveler was giving me a dirty look.
Everybody has to get off. You're holding us up again.
Leaned forward and dragged my hands down my face, wondering how long I'd been out. Where are we?
Charleston, come on. Get the fuck off the bus so the driver can lock it. He needs to take his break.
Man grabbed my arm and began to pull me out of my seat. Get off me, I'm going. Shook him off and stepped out into the aisle. My bag and slammed over my shoulder. I'm trying to hold you up, damn.
Yeah, well, you are. I had to make my connection.
Me too, man. All got places to be. Climbed down off the bus and nodded at the driver. We were in a McDonald's parking lot. Thank God. I can take down half a dozen Big Macs right now. Now that I had my girl back, it's that language that gets me. Now that I had my girl back, it's like, why did you not have her? That's right, you were abandoning her.
Now that my girl's pregnant, now that my girl has a fetus inside of her, I love her again.
Now that she will never get away from me.
I just want to say, I would rock that fucking old man's face. I would deck him.
Oh, an old guy physically grabbing you and pulling you up?
Manhandling out of that chair? Yeah. My heel, your temple. I'm talking roundhouse kick. Boom! He's blinding me down. Oh my God! Where am I? I'm like, just fucking put him in a chokehold.
I really like the idea of you just like kicking someone unconscious on a public bus. That'd be awesome.
Can you imagine my like fat stubby legs actually getting up that high and being able to?
Bro, the guys who are like the most dangerous fighters are huge, and it's because when they get that weight around there, it is a truck.
Yeah, God forbid it makes a connection.
Yeah, if one of their bones makes contact with one of yours, they win every engagement.
It's time to talk about something scary. Your health. I know I don't go in the doctor as much as I should. If I'm feeling sick, I'll just lie in bed and sleep it away. But that's only because I don't want to have to deal with the appointments, insurance, and blah blah
blah blah blah blah.
That's why I have ZocDoc. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors. Choose the right one for your needs and click to instantly book an appointment. We're talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, eye care to skin care, and much more. And the nice thing about ZocDoc is that you can filter for doctors that take your insurance, are nearby, and are highly rated. It's super easy to use, and you can find an appointment time that works for you with the right doctor for your needs. Plus, ZocDoc appointments happen fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. You can even score same-day appointments. You don't want to admit it, but you should probably see a doctor. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/creepcast to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/creepcast. ZocDoc.com/creepcast. Thank you, ZocDoc, for sponsoring the episode. Back to our spooky story.
Now that I had my girl back, my appetite was too. I started walking toward the door, already tasting those amazing burgers. Then I thought about how I only had $22 to eat for 3 days. Plus, I wanted to call Mel every day. That'd be long distance, and I wanted to talk to her for more than a few minutes. Maybe I should wait to eat until we got to Columbus. The bus station would probably have cheaper food like vending machines. It wasn't ideal, but would get me through. I pivoted and walked over to a crowd of smokers standing against a wall. I had 9 cigarettes left, and I knew I couldn't afford to buy another pack on the road, so...
Let me just do a quick overview.
Baby on the way and everything. Wow, a baby.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I turned to the voice and looked down at a girl from my bus. She was the nervous one, the runner. She didn't seem to be any more relaxed, but then again, we were only a few hours away from Buchanan. Not far enough for her comfort, I'm sure. She was pretty. Dark eyes and skin, long hair. And though she was clearly on edge, there was a directness to her. Strength.
I don't have any money to spare that I can give you, but I was wondering if I could bum a cigarette.
Shook one loose and held the pack out to her. She took it with thin fingers.
Thank you.
Got a light? She shook her head.
I don't have much at all, really.
I lit it for her and then lit mine. So, where you headed? She took a drag off her cigarette and looked away, laying it close to the chest. That's smart. Got a name?
Yeah. You got one?
This girl was gonna be just fine. Fair enough.
Well, thanks for the cigarette. I usually smoke when I drink, but...
Are you a little young to be drinking? Instead of laughing or responding to my bullshit, she looked away again. I'm gonna try to carry her voice away, but I heard her words anyway.
I'm a little young for a lot of things. Oof. Jesus.
Hunter.
What?
I didn't like that comment.
I know, dude. The shiny gentleman.
The shiny gentleman
rises
again.
It's peeking over the horizon like a fucking Houseman castle. Looks like a Ghibli machine just bouncing a little. I'm like, no! Not again!
The giant silver meat grinder. You know what would actually be like the greatest trick our audience pulled is if this is like an interim story of Baraska when, hey yo, they got sandwiches. What's her name? Kimber. Hey, okay. To remember her name, I had to remember the video. Hey, yo, Kimber, they got sandwiches. Yeah. If this is just an interim story of Kimber on the run, and our audience kept that secret from us until we read it, I'd be impressed. I'd be
kind of hyped on that actually.
Yeah, I'd be down. But yeah, here I don't think it'll be that, but I do think that theme will be in it, as was just mentioned. Shouldn't have tried to tease her. This girl was not in a place for that. I cleared my throat. Here. She turned back toward me, frowned at my outstretched hand.
No.
Here, take them. Shook the pack of cigarettes at her again.
What do you want for them?
Nothing. They're yours. She continued to eye the pack warily. I promise. Look, I just found out I'm going to be a father in like, I don't, 8 months or something. I want to quit anyway. Her eyes tricked up to mine.
The girl at the station?
Yeah, that's my girlfriend. The girl's eyes drifted back down to the cigarettes. Beside.
Okay, so he's
that seemed to be enough.
he's kind of flailing about and whatnot.
I still leery.
So, and then we're gonna have the face shot real quick.
Smokes and ragged backs and across her chest. We exchanged no more words. The driver eventually climbed back onto the bus and people began boarding.
Hooah!
This was my last cigarette. Ever. I was strong enough. Damn, I just wanted to save it. And that meant I was the last person aboard the bus. Again, rude traveler took exception. As I dropped into my seat, he shook his head at me.
Of course. He's got no respect for the people, son.
Screw off. Shot out of his seat.
What the fuck did you say to me?
Said, screw off. Grabbed me by the jacket and shook me twice. For a small guy, he was stronger than he looked. My knees banged against the metal chair supports. I grabbed his wrist and squeezed, pushing back. Get the hell off me.
You entitled little piece of shit. You made the entire bus wait for you 3 fucking times, and you've only been in this goddamn thing for 4 hours. Hurry!
I heard the driver shout, "Let go, you crazy shit." I hissed at him, shoving him back while trying to avoid the other passengers sitting in aisle seats.
If I miss my connection, I will punch your fucking lights out. I've got people waiting for me. Hey! Knock it off right now and sit down!
Driver yelled again. No one was intervening. Look, I apologize for what happened to Buchanan. The last time I fell asleep, and I'm damn sure I'm not going to apologize for that.
Just now you held up the whole goddamn bus to smoke a cigarette.
I got on the bus right after that family sitting in the back. You're the one holding the bus up right now, son of a bitch.
Sit down immediately or both being kicked off the bus.
This time the driver stood. Weary traveler released me instantly and shoved me back.
Gonna make that, I think, building a little bit smaller.
Gave me a disgusted look and sat back down in his seat in front of me. Driver glared at us both.
If I see anything like that again, you will both be left on the side of the road. You're scaring people. There's kids on this bus. Do you get that?
I saluted him with 2 fingers. The guy in front of me just grunted something agreeable. Driver nodded.
That's your only warning.
Sat down and put the bus in gear, finally pulling out of the parking lot.
What do you think is up with this guy? I'm like, I can't get a read on him. I don't think he's just. I don't think he's just a weird old man. I feel like there's something happening. I don't know.
The line, I have people waiting for me, felt suspicious.
He just keeps
Like,
saying
no,
it.
you don't understand. I have people waiting for me. I have people waiting for me. It almost sounds like he, maybe, I don't know. I have no idea what the supernatural or like the thread is in the story or something like that, but he's got to be a part of it. And the I have people waiting for me felt odd.
Wow.
It might be too common, but it is interesting. That's like our main character is going to meet with his family in kind of not as urgent, but there's a parallel between both of them where they're both going to like a destination to meet up with family in some kind of way. I don't know if that has. I don't know if that will. I don't know if that's going to have any correlation or whatever, but just I don't know.
Yeah, it could be someone he's going to meet or something like that. I don't know, but we also have no idea what the threat is yet.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
it's hard to, yeah. Sometimes in these stories it's supernatural, sometimes it's not. You know, with CK Walker, so we'll see. I tried to fall back asleep, but I was too hungry, too agitated. Stared out the window at the passing cars. Some had babies, and I studied those intently. A little sedan went by. Father with his toddler in a car seat behind him. He was smoking a cigarette while his baby slept in the back. And even though the window was cracked, I could see the clouds of smoke drifting back from the front to a sleeping kid. Hell no, that would never be me. I was done with cigarettes. I wouldn't be like that, Dad. More cars passed us. I started to make up stories about who they were and where they were going. The Lincoln, New York, to see a company merger. Pick up with the trailer. Louisville, buy a horse. The minivan with the smiling parents. Disneyland on a family vacation. Yeah, I would do that too. Take my kid to Disneyland. It was something neither Mel nor I had ever got to do. And yeah, I wanted to do that for her too.
M&M's?
I whipped my head around as someone dropped into the seat next to me. It was a runaway. I was confused. What about him? She frowned.
Do you want some?
Held out a yellow bag.
Sorry, the peanut. They're the only ones I could grab when I left.
Trailed off and looked down at the bag.
So, do you want some?
Held my hand out. Hell yeah, I'm starving. Peanut M&Ms are the shit. The peanut M&Ms are objectively the best M&M as well. So
Disagree, but good.
she smiled then. It was a small one that didn't reach her eyes, one that was more of relief than happiness, but there it was. And like my Mel smile, it was beautiful. She took the bag into my waiting hand and didn't stop until the bag was empty. Are you sure? Because I got no issue eating all these, but they're your M&Ms. She nodded and crumbled up the wrapper, shoved it into her big bag.
I'm sure.
Stood up and looked toward her seat, back of the bus. Thanks, I said as I shoved M&Ms in my mouth by the dozen. She looked back down at me.
You're welcome.
Then she leaned down a little and lowered her voice to a whisper.
Maybe go easy on him though, okay?
She nodded to the seat in front of me. Oh, come on, you're on his side? I whispered back, mouthful of chocolate. She shook her head.
No, I just don't think he's trying to be mean. I'm pretty good at reading people's intentions. I think he's just anxious.
Anxious about what? He said he's going to visit his family.
I don't know. Ask him.
Then got up and moved back to her seat. I rolled my eyes. I wouldn't be asking him shit. With any luck, he'd be boarding a different bus in Indianapolis. I wasn't quite sure where Post Falls, Idaho was, but I hoped to God it wasn't by way of Chicago. Night came slowly. The gray asphalt whizzing by outside.
No, I think at this point it should be
unrecognizable colors. We could see city lights ahead of us. Not warm and welcoming, but bright and sharp. Columbus. I could find something in the vending machine here. fill up my water bottle from the fountain, smoke a cigarette. Well, damn, scratch that last one. I could already feel the itch under my skin. And I ignored it. Food, water, bathroom, call Mel. These were the things I was focused on. The bus took an exit and continued down several busy downtown streets before pulling up at the Columbus bus station. The doors opened and I stood a stretch, glaring at the clock on the front of the bus. I smiled. A few minutes early, screwed the weary traveler.
All right, folks. Everyone will have to disembark here. Please not leave any personal items on the bus. If you're continuing on bus 881 to Indianapolis, we'll be boarding at 825. If you're continuing on the other destination, it has been a pleasure traveling with you, and thank you for riding with us.
The first stop was the bathroom, then the water fountain, then the vending machine. I bought a pack of strawberry Pop-Tarts and a bag of nuts, and sat down to eat. By 8, I was antsy to talk to Mel. I found a payphone in the corner and spent 25 cents to call her. The line connected immediately.
Hello?
I was disappointed when I heard Mandy's voice through the line. Hey, Mandy, it's Chris. I need to talk to Mel.
Hey, Chris. She's actually working right now. But like a double. She said if you call to tell her that she'll be home around 2 in the morning.
Damn it. Mandy's voice grew soft.
I know. I'm sorry. I tried to charge her nothing for rent so she could save money, but she said no. She'll pay. I have a feeling she'll be working as many doubles as she can.
Is that okay? Being on your feet so much when you're... I didn't know what Mel had told Mandy.
Pregnant? She'll be okay. Our girl is strong.
Right. Thanks, Mandy. Tell her I won't be able to call her until tomorrow morning, and tell her I'm right here. Can you?
No, I think we...
Thanks. Bye, Mandy. I hung up, grateful I hadn't wasted more than a quarter on a call where I didn't even talk to my girl. I noticed there was a line at door 9 for bus 881. I wanted another window seat, so I got behind a tall, lanky guy around my age. He hadn't been on the bus from Buchanan, but there was a lot of new faces. A lot of old ones too, including Runaway, and to my immense disappointment, Weary Traveler.
This is a fun concept for just getting new people in and out of the story, I think.
Yep, a bus trip.
Yeah, the amount of like random strangers that would come and how they interact in this. It's just a fun narrative device.
Well, I was also thinking, like, I had the thought when the story started, like, okay, if the story's about him on a farm in Spokane, why are we spending this time so much earlier at the beginning of the bus trip? But now I'm seeing the story is about the bus trip.
Yeah, I think
So
that's
it's like
I think
there's
it's almost entirely about the bus trip is what I
think the whole thing will be the bus trip, especially because he mentioned the last connection to Spokane was in Whitefall. So I think that being the title of the story and all, we have this interesting setup, almost like an Odyssey venture, where we have this kind of nebulous end goal we have to reach, not only for the sake of himself, for the sake of Mel, and for the sake of their child. But whatever threat appears along the way is going to stand in the way of that. Well, it's a very interesting concept. It's a road trip horror story.
The concept here too of like I believe something's going to like what hops on the journey with him, you know?
Yeah.
And that's I'm waiting for that thread, and I'm yeah. It's weird because
So
I
far it's been
keep
completely-
making assumptions in my mind, but I'm like nope.
Well, so far, other than the Weary Traveler being kind of suspicious with I have people waiting for me comment, there's been zero horror or supernatural or creepy tonations anywhere.
Just people running away from their problems or running away from I mean just essentially it seems like people running away from problems.
I don't know. It's a cool concept. I like the idea of a bus horror story. It's neat. I want to take a moment to thank today's sponsor, Ridge Wallet. I've had a Ridge Wallet for the past 5 years, and I'm never going back. This thing is leagues above a bifold or a trifold wallet that is uncomfortable and takes up a ton of space in your pocket. I've dropped this thing off I don't know how many hillsides, and it's still holding up. That's because Ridge has some of the most durable and stylish wallets on the market.
Alright, let's see how
Plus,
it's
recently,
looking
Ridge
so
took their
far.
design and made it even better with Ridge 2.0. They're 10% lighter and more modular with an improved money clip or cash straps. The wallet holds up to 12 cards plus cash and comes in over 50 designs, including your favorite college and pro teams. Plus, Ridge has a built-for-life warranty, so even if your wallet is lost or stolen, they've got you covered. Plus, as someone who spent 8 hours the other day, I'm not joking, looking for their wallet to the point they drove to the grocery store and asked if anyone had seen it, I can tell you that the Ridge tracker card that lets you always know where your wallet is at is also a huge plus. Ridge is my go-to gift for people, and you should give a gift to yourself and get in on their offer. That's because for a limited time, our listeners can get 10% off your order at Ridge by using discount code CREEPCAST at checkout. That's right, 10% off. All you have to do is head to the link in the description at ridge.com and use discount code CREEPCAST, and once you check out, if you could let them know we sent you, it would really mean a lot. Thank you to Ridge for sponsoring the show. Their link will be in the description, and we are now back to the episode. I boarded after Lanky Guy and ended up across from him in a window seat. So I flipped my GNR tape to the other side. I noticed Lanky Guy took out a notebook and started sketching, or maybe doodling. It's hard to tell. I watched his hand move quickly and deliberately over the page. He must be one hell of an artist. There's no hesitation in his movements.
It's a landscape, a mountain range.
Huh? Been so focused watching his hands, I didn't even realize he caught me staring. His eyes shot up to mine briefly.
My girl likes mountains.
I nodded. Cool, man. You going to see your girl?
Yep.
Cool. And that was it. Lanky kept sketching, and I relaxed back in my seat. Only a few hours to Indianapolis, and I'd be changing buses. Hopefully, I can stay out of Weary Traveler's way. I smiled, noting I'd been on the bus before him this time. He was near the back, with Runaway about halfway between us. I drifted to sleep quickly, hoping I'd stay asleep until we stopped again at midnight.
Hey,
Jerked awake at Lanky's voice. What? I said, my voice raspy.
you dropped your shit.
My bag was on the floor, shit spilling out of it. God damn it. Bent over and started shoving stuff back in.
You sleep heavy.
I know.
My girl sleeps heavy too.
He smiled a little then, looking down at his drawing, which appeared to be finished. Haven't seen her in a while, I guess, sitting back up. Didn't always like to get into conversations on transcontinental bus rides, but Lanky seemed cool.
Yeah, almost a year.
What's her name? I asked. He hesitated. I understood that. I didn't give out personal details to strangers either.
Sarah. She's an accountant. Smart. Way smarter than me. She likes me anyway, though.
That's cool. My girl's way smarter than me too. How long you been together?
About 4 years, off and on. I think this time it's for real, though. I really hope he's not. This isn't about the 18 or 19-year-old girl. The guy
I didn't even think about. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I hope not too. That'd be awful. But he would have noticed her. I'd imagine, freak out or something. Also, it's funny to me that as soon as you start reading someone who's an artist, doodling and sketching, you immediately do like a heavy lisp, nerdy, geeky voice.
I always figured that whenever I'm like, if I'm ever drawing or something in a sketchbook, I always feel like a kind of a dork or something. So I'm always just like, yeah, I draw my book. I always like to kind of just joke around like that. But also,
You
I have
wrap this character until your self-depreciation.
Yes.
Okay. So is that what you were about to say when you said I have to?
Oh no, I have only so many voices, so I'm trying to differentiate
Of course,
them.
Yeah. Yeah. Good for you, man.
Thanks.
He said, closing his notebook and shoved it in his bag.
Well, there's Indianapolis.
Trying to look out my window. We were definitely heading into a big city. I could use a stretch and a cigarette. Couldn't even think about anything else. I needed nicotine. Damn. But then I remembered the dad with smoke clouding around his baby in the car. No, bathroom, water, bus change. There's no point in calling Mel. It was only a little after midnight. We reached the station and I bought another pack of Pop-Tarts for the morning time. I checked my ticket and saw it was boarding bus.
All right, let me do a quick double check. Let me do.
People were lining up. Again, hoping Weary Traveler was on literally.
Sorry. Let me know what you guys think of it so far.
When he saw me, he shook his head in disappointment. Well, I don't like you either, buddy. Runaway and Lanky were also in my line. I was happy about these two. They were all right company. The driver checked our tickets and let us board. This time, I was in the back. Runaway was a few rows behind. Weary Traveler even farther back, and Lanky was closer to the front. I ended up without a seat partner again and smiled at my good luck. After a few minutes, the driver climbed on. She was pulling the door shut when we heard a loud bang on the glass. The woman frowned down at whoever it was and then reopened the doors. She nodded politely at the guy who climbed the stairs. He smiled and shoved his ticket at her.
You almost missed the bus. It's after departure.
The driver, a woman in her late 40s, told him before smiling back.
Glad you made it.
Yeah, I gotta make it to Chicago. I wouldn't miss my bus, baby.
He said to her, and I automatically hated his voice. It slithered over your skin like a wave of grease, clinging and sour.
All right. Well, why don't you take your seat?
She said, clearly put off to being called baby by some nutsack in his late 20s, or maybe younger, with a hard life behind him. The closer he came, the better I could see him. He was
Glad it.
jerky, itchy.
Nice. All right.
And he stank.
Now that's obviously not what it's gonna look like when it's a bit cleaned up. It's not gonna be like super cleaned up.
Spun around to look for
Try to not have too many Looney Tunes isms. It's gonna be a slightly more anime. This is just me trying to get the idea down.
Faster. I started to stand up, hoping to move back and see.
But I'm glad it's at the very least readable. Is it readable? That's the thing I'm trying to get down.
He saw my intention and nodded at me. He had her covered. I looked back towards Scraggle, who was now
Down a bit.
He, instead, took a seat directly behind her. Weary Traveler and I
Reference.
may as well have been a conversation.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead.
Stay right next to her, and I was there if he needed help.
No problem.
I fell back into my seat and
I always
said thank you
appreciate
for
it when
exchange.
people
Scraggle
reference.
wasn't very big, but he was likely volatile, unpredictable. The more people help manage the situation, the better.
Good man.
Drive. That's a fun little paragraph.
Okay, so we got the.
Jules noticing the girl needs help and stuff like that. That's nice.
Also, the Traveler stepping up is a good dude too.
Yeah. Well, it's what the Runaway said. That also, I like how none of them have names. So it's Scraggle, Runaway, Traveler, but
Yeah.
like, it vibes, it flows. But it's what Runaway said, where it's like he's just anxious about something. For some
Okay,
reason.
nice,
Driver,
nice.
same for
Yeah,
everyone.
the context is just
Got the bus on the
he's
road.
just doing an action thing.
I was looking forward to
Thank you when I'm done. Yeah, no problem.
be able to call my girl. And then again, I'm in Minneapolis. Things
Oops,
were
sorry.
quiet. Most of the ride is under control. The only sound on the bus was quiet talking, light snoring, and lanky scribbling. Still kept my headphones off in case of trouble, and trouble was what we eventually got. It was early, sunrise, when I heard Runaway shout.
Don't touch me!
I spun around just in time to see Scraggle pull his hand back between the seats.
You look so peaceful sleeping there. Beautiful, like a princess.
I heard a murmur. Weary Traveler was already turned around in the guy's face.
You don't touch women who don't give you permission to touch them. Calm down, old man.
Lanky smiled as he relaxed back in his seat.
Just brushed your hair off her face.
That's not all you touch.
Oh, you liked it, baby. I saw. You were still asleep and you purred for me.
Fuck you.
Hers was loud enough to wake most of the back of the bus. I stood up and nodded at Scraggle. Maybe you should switch seats with me. Scraggle sneered at me.
I'm good where I am.
Wasn't a request. The seats in front of my row are empty, so you should be able to keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah? What if she doesn't want me to keep my hands to myself?
Believe me, I do.
Runaway spat. Weary Traveler stood up, nodded in my direction.
I think you should go.
No.
Scraggle laughed. Then she can move up, I said, and held out my hand to Runaway. She squeezed by Weary Traveler and dropped into the seat next to me.
Now leave that girl alone.
Can you do that voice again?
Now leave that girl alone. Kind of like Kermit, kind of.
Suddenly, I looked to my left, and Kermit the Frog of Muppets fame is sitting in the seat next to Lanky.
You let her go. It's not touching her. Yeah.
Just Kermit standing up for women's rights. No means no, buddy. Hey.
Kermit would, dude. He's a G. Yeah, he would. I'll break your fucking fingers. Hey, look at me, pipsqueak. I'll fuck you up. You see me, motherfucker?
All right, Kevin, Jesus, just calm down, man. Just calm down.
I'll skin your asshole raw, bastard.
What? What are you talking? You skin my asshole?
You heard me, bitch. Little sick little bitch.
It's been a completely normal story. No supernatural. It's no creature. Then just Kermit the Frog rotates around in his chair.
I should just like to think it's Jim Henson and he's under the seat with his arm up, puppeting
He
it.
cut a hole in the chair. Kermit, yeah. A man from the back of the bus said into the silence.
Pervert.
Another woman said quietly, though we all heard it. Scrackle turned around.
Who said that? Who the fuck said that?
Let it go, man. Almost to Chicago.
Yeah, well, I ain't getting off in Chicago. Are you? How about that fine piece of woman you got there? Is she? Shut the fuck up, boy.
Weary traveler said, and Scraggle laughed. BA suddenly boomed over us, waking the front of the bus to let us know we were in Chicago, and for those of us continuing on bus 950, the bus would reboard within the hour. Not much time. At this point, I needed a cigarette, badly. I even thought of bumming one back,
Sorry, one second.
but couldn't stop thinking about the dad in the car, his baby in the back. I could be strong, for Mel. As soon as I was off the bus, I was shoving a quarter into a payphone. Mel picking up on the second ring.
Hey, baby.
Hey,
Where are you?
Chicago. Well, you just got to sleep a couple hours ago. There was silence. I'm sorry, I just needed to hear your voice.
I needed to hear yours too. I miss you.
Hey Mel, so I'm almost positive this isn't how your voice sounded in our first interaction at the beginning of the story, and I feel like there's some trickery afoot that has now reduced you to whatever this comical character is for a bit that some narrators about to pull off in a moment. I don't know how to feel about it.
I'm pregnant.
I'm gonna hang up the phone now. Bye.
I'm sleepy because the baby.
Is that how it works?
I need to hear yours too. I miss you.
You want to hear mine too? What? You now hey Mel, so now the guy narrating your voice is now trying to go back to the story and read the lines like this is normal. So I guess I have no recourse as the other narrator of this podcast, but who cares? I have to continue the narration like this. I miss you too. How are you feeling?
Good. Tired and lonely. But I'm glad you went. We need to do this.
I leaned against the payphone. I know, but I hate it.
So do I. Just a couple months.
Weeks, baby. It's weeks.
Please suppose 25 cents to continue this call.
It's all I guess. I think it's just a guy screaming at it. Please, call.
Yeah, it's like a red Solo cup with a string tied to it, and there's another guy who has another string tied off underneath.
Please deposit 25 cents to continue this call.
Also, the whole like him laying against the payphone like, oh, I miss you so much, baby. I can't blah blah blah. He was abandoning her earlier that day.
I just want to say that it's also anytime I'm dreading the story now because every time we do these calls, I have to fucking call like we're talking to each other as if like.
I wasn't gonna draw
between
attention towards it. I wasn't gonna draw attention towards it.
That's who I was kind of like, hey, no, I'm silly. Because at first it was like hearing you'd be like, I know, but I hate you. I was like, Jesus.
That first interaction where she stopped him.
I know. I didn't want to say anything.
Rough.
It was rough.
I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to derail. But me and you talking to each other and going like, oh no, baby, I'll just.
I did not like it.
Going into the building, just kind of crashing into it.
It was too fucking much. All I'm saying is he better fucking stop calling her. There better be like he better get robbed or something so we can stop doing this goddamn conversation.
I need Mel to be dead so that I don't have to keep like
Mel was struck by a truck.
What?
Mel was struck by a giant cement truck. Oh my god! That's how it needs to end.
That's what I need to happen now. I can only like give you bedroom eyes vocally for so long.
Yeah, that or during
Sylvan Obrigado 6.
You know, what was that
Cool.
game
Yeah.
play?
I guess it is.
High school
It's kind of cool.
You know,
It's not.
where, like you're both sitting down and it's like, I remember. Okay, they called it gay chicken. You know what I'm talking about?
No, what is that?
It's something that guys.
It's kind of settling back down because it's not.
Describe this and it's not going to sound terrible.
Isaiah, did you play Gun Chicken? Is that why everyone kept blocking at you whenever we met your friends?
Not Gun Chicken. Not
no,
gun
gay chicken. No, I said gay chicken.
Yeah. Well, it would be like if there were a group of guys together and it was like one of you touches one of the other's knee and vice versa, and then someone moves their hand up your leg or whatever, and so someone's like, I can't, this is too much, I can't, I'm out, whatever, right?
Yeah, when they played at your house, they always won, didn't they?
Well, see, that's the problem. That's the problem with explaining this story, because then people are like, well, what if no one backs out?
Yeah, because that's exactly what happened. That's why they kept calling you Chicken Little all throughout high school, didn't they? You're like, I'm not gonna. This rooster's not crowing this morning. I say, I don't want to play this anymore.
No, the way I like. Don't phrase it that way. I don't want to play this.
Yeah, I was just saying, cut that last part.
That sounds awful. My point is, I got a like PTSD flashback to that, doing those lines with you.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about. But the same feeling of like, okay, I'm tapping out.
I had this. It was mostly. It was something where it's like I really am trying to act my best. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want him getting any ideas that like I don't know that these like getting too involved. Was like, Hunter, you really were pretty pretty convincing.
Hunter, as my friend, I need you to know. Yeah, Hunter, as my friend, I need you to know I don't like this. I don't like doing this.
All I'm saying is I better not look back at the footage. I better not look back at the footage and you're not on your tummy and you're like kicking your feet up in the air. You're kicking your feet as if you're finding this.
Yeah, I've got the cord for the microphone. I'm like twirling it around my finger.
Exactly.
Like,
la 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 la. Yeah, fuck, I can never quit you. Yeah, exactly.
I quickly dug in my pocket looking for another quarter. Shit, long distance on payphone was a quarter a minute. Damn.
Chris,
Yeah.
it's okay. I'm gonna go back to sleep. Call me from Minnesota.
I sighed. Of course she was tired. Couldn't keep her on the phone just to hear her voice. Yeah, baby, I'll call in a few hours.
I think we're gonna get rid of 64.
I hate it so much.
I think we get rid of 66.
I fucking hate. I just hate that I've completely lost the track of this is even voice acting. I feel like it's just people. It just I feel like it's talking to you on the other end. Okay, love you, Isaiah.
I love you too, baby. Good night.
Yeah, where the fuck is like where the fuck are like the killer robots or like the weird sheriff?
Yeah, what happened to the shiny gentleman?
Come
Where's
on,
the ghost
what the
and
fuck's
the
happening here?
werewolves? I thought this was a story about vampires or something. Like what's going on with all
Yeah, this is all,
What?
the true horror is just literally Isaiah confessing his insistent need to play the game Gay Chicken with his friends.
This is the scariest story I've ever read because it's just me dirty talking to my friend for like an hour.
This is a scary story just because I have to be intimate. In in conversation with my friend Isaiah. That makes this the most horrifying story of all.
Yeah, well, CK Walker has done it again.
Also, I'm so tired of hearing you say baby. It's fucking driving me insane.
It's there's not a good way to say it, dude. There's not a good way to say it.
You've done it a couple different ways. You're like baby. I'm like baby. you've said it like a couple different ways, and each time I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I feel like there's not a good way to be like, oh baby. You can't say oh baby in a way that's like sounds like the character saying it, but also isn't awful. It's a rough play.
Oh baby.
That'd make it worse.
Baby.
All right, now you're getting a little too into it now.
Fuck it, I'm going all in. Fuck it, I'm going 110%.
I can't.
I'm doing it.
Do that. I hung up the headset and ran my hands through my hair. Shit. Walking over to the vending machine, I paid for a water and another pack of Pop-Tarts. If I had eaten nothing but Pop-Tarts all the way to Washington, I would. Nothing would stop me from calling Mel every day for as many minutes as she would talk to me.
Passengers traveling on bus 950 to Indianapolis, please line up at Bay 16.
I walked over to door 16 and was for once happy to see a weary traveler in line. But unfortunately, so was Runaway, and Scraggle, a few people behind her. Hey, Runaway, I called. She looked around for a minute until she found me. Why don't you come back here with me? Runaway saw where I was looking and eyed Scraggle as she passed him. He made a rude gesture with his tongue and she looked away.
That guy's disgusting.
She said when she neared me. I know, I thought we'd let him pick his seat first. Runaway nodded and then
Thank you.
stepped a little closer, didn't touch her. You're welcome. I know he's saying he didn't touch her in the sense of like she needs space. She's obviously, but too like
It
it
did
makes
feel-
sense. But it's
It just creeped me out.
It's a weird
Okay,
conclusion.
I'm glad you felt the same because I was like, what the fuck? I never assumed you did. I stepped closer, but I did not lay a finger
It's
on
like,
that one.
hey, buddy, none of us were thinking that you were going to do
I was like,
that.
all right, damn,
But
dude.
thanks for clarifying, I guess.
I go almost instinctively wanted to like put my hands up, like, all right, dude, damn.
It's like,
That's what you
okay,
did.
all right. Because I get it because it's like
No,
she's
yeah,
being
what's
touched by
what
weird people has
happened?
history. So he's acknowledging her space, but the way it's worded is I stepped a little closer. I didn't touch her. I said you're welcome. Like, since we were at the back, there was only single seats left.
That's
I
too.
was happy to see. Sat next to Lanky. I ended up next to a woman who hadn't been on our bus before and looked like she'd been traveling for months. She gave me a weary nod and then looked out the window. Closed my eyes for the first time in hours.
What is Lanky even drawing?
He's drawing hills and like meadows, and
mountains,
and
right?
stuff,
Okay.
Like landscapes. It sounds like, yeah.
All right. I didn't know if he was just drawing like mechs or something. He's like, I like Gundam. You like Gundam?
That'd be awesome. This is a guy. You got Kermit the Frog on one cheek, and then the other guy over there's like, I love Evangelion.
Yeah, exactly. yeah. Kermit's like, I really like Evangelion. Like he's like, shut the fuck up. The rebuilds are a total mess. You know it.
Oh, okay. Came out.
Kermit is on
Never
the screen,
mind.
by the way. Like when I think of an overview
yeah.
of it, he's like 2 rows back, left side, behind the driver. Like,
Which also, to be fair, End of Evangelion is the official ending to me. So I just want to put that out there.
so this is crazy, but I still have never watched Evangelion.
I'm surprised because I feel like you'd be right up your alley. Shinji is,
Yeah,
is literally you, by the way.
I hate that because I do that voice, and you tell me that Shinji.
Yeah, no, it's just like that.
Okay, that's not a good thing to say about me. But I like Attack on Titan's like one of my favorite things ever. So
I never finished.
1 second. Yeah. Hang on. Give me 1 second, chat. Sorry about that.
I never finished. I heard people really liked it. I just remember hearing like,
how far did you get?
I can't remember. I couldn't tell you. All I know is the people kind of told me what happened towards the end, and I was like, this sounds kind of silly. It was a little silly.
No.
But I'm also a pessimistic man, so
I'll say it this way. Attack on Titan, watching the full series is one of the best things I've ever seen.
Wow.
Like of a movie, of a TV show, of anything like that. I would easily put it in the top, probably 3 shows. I've
Yeah,
ever seen.
I'm gonna
like inside the castle wall.
actually chat. So, let me show you something I made today. Made eggs Benedict for mom. Show you photo of it real quick. that is. Actually, I have a better idea. Yeah. Kind of. Um. Sorry. Yeah, so I made these this morning. They're eggs Benedict. Actually, a lot of fun to make. I will say, because I made the hollandaise for the first time, so it was like me basically whisking the egg yolk and then slowly pouring in the butter like at a time and doing that. So that took a lot for my yeah. Yeah, no, that's fresh hollandaise with a little bit of paprika, poached eggs. I think we had turkey bacon, just because my mom's trying to watch her pork intake, and then just some English muffins. So, yeah. Excellent breakfast. It was really, really good. Really glad of how the hollandaise came out. It's nice and creamy. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, anyway, sorry, let me get back to the stuff. Get the...
There's like the
All right.
Season 1, yeah.
That's the end of season 1. Okay.
Yep. There's 4 seasons, and then season 4 is the length of all 3 other seasons combined. And between season 3 and 4, the show completely changes what it is so dramatically, but it had subtly set it up so well. It's one of the most impressive writing decisions I've ever seen done in a story. That the show was so much one thing and became something else in a way that was set up, but I never would have realized until I got to the end. And by the end, I was like, wow, that completely took me for a loop. If you want to watch anything, I would recommend giving Attack on Titan another shot.
Okay, I'm watching Doctor Who right now, but I'll watch it here pretty soon.
I watched, I know we're just talking now, not even reading the story, but I watched, I was really into Doctor Who when I was younger. And I watched all of 9, 10, and 11, and I quit a little bit into 12.
I am not watching Doctor Who. It was a lie.
Okay. All right, well, so you got me with that one. I thought maybe it was for a video or something like that, so there's like a realm of...
No. If I have to see that fucking clip of like the Van Gogh episode again, I'm gonna like, actually put it on and pull the trigger.
Oh, where he goes to the artwork and there's the flowers that he painted for Amy. And
he's like, see? People love your art. And he's like, this is crazy. He's like crying. It's really, I don't know. I've seen that clip so many times now. People are like, show name now. And I'm like, I feel like everyone should know this is just that Doctor Who. It doesn't matter. We should just keep going.
You want to know maybe? Gosh, I don't even know if I should share this online.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna tell you this because it came up and this is funny.
Careful.
But I need you, Hunter, to not think less of me for this.
That's gonna be hard. Go ahead.
So when I was 11, maybe 12. No, it was my freshman year of high school, wasn't it? Dang, that's right. I had to be 13. Okay. I was so into Doctor Who. And that episode specifically, the Van Gogh one, I loved so much that I wrote a fan fiction about Vincent Van Gogh's suicide within the context of him meeting Doctor Who.
Wow. You know, you did a lot of interesting things, little boy. Are you saying this is a gay fan fiction about Van Gogh and Doctor Who? Is that what you're saying?
No. There's no romance involved. My fanfic, I mean, it was like it was a description of like Van Gogh's suicide, but his inner monologue.
Why did you do this?
Because I liked that episode so much.
So you wanted to write a fanfiction about a guy killing himself?
It was because Van Gogh really did kill himself. So it was an historical suicide with the context of like him thinking about what the doctor showed him and all that. It's insane. It is absolutely horrific, and I completely memory hold that until you brought that episode back up.
Well, that's I feel like there's other parts of that still have not been revealed. I still feel like there's some kind of
there was no homoeroticism, there was no romance, there was no stuff like
we
that.
cannot prove or deny that technically. So in the air, it's tentative is how I'm reading it.
Okay. But you just gosh, I needed to. This was like a Catholic confession for me because I remembered it all.
It felt like I was in like the prayer box or whatever the fuck that's called.
Confession booth.
Yeah, in the confessional.
Booth, yeah.
I'm like on the other side of the screen, just like looking at you. You're trying to make eye contact with me through the screen, telling me about this, and I'm like desperately I'm just like trying not to make eye contact with you, just side eyeing you.
So yeah, that's the thing that happened. Gosh,
You've been revealing a lot about your childhood. This is usually I'm the one who has to talk about my weird.
That's what I just said is one of the worst things I've ever done. It's gotta be.
It's one of the worst things. It took a piece of my humanity.
That just gives so much context to like so many underlying issues I had to have had and
I just love
problems
the-
being sheltered. And
I just love the idea of you watching that episode of Doctor Who and like holding the TV remote, turning off the TV, and just being like, "Wow, that was incredible. I know what I must do."
there's no, I've nothing to say to make it better. That's just a thing that happened.
You know what? I think it's a perfectly innocent thing you did. That's not bad. I think it's funny, but it's
As soon as we're done recording, I'm gonna get a text from her that's like, I can't keep doing the show. All right. I have to, before this episode goes live, I have to try to track that down and make sure that's not posted anywhere.
I wish you all the luck in the world.
I hope not. Okay, anyway. It was somewhere near Madison that the trouble started. Woke up to yelling and looked back to see Lanky taking a punch. Weary traveler trying to hold back Scraggle in the aisle. Runaway practically standing in her seat trying to get the bus driver's attention.
You ready to trade the seats now, pussy?
Scraggle punched Lanky in the stomach again. Weary traveler not able to do much to hold him back.
Fuck off.
Lanky hit back, but it didn't slow down Scraggle. Weary tried to wrestle him down in the aisle.
Sit back in the goddamn seat.
Scraggle knocked him off easily, then turned around and kicked Weary, a man clearly on the other side of 60. The entire bus erupted in outrage, but no one seemed to want to intervene. Lanky tried to push him away from Runaway again, but Scraggle took him down with one punch to the face.
Yeah, anybody else want some?
Scraggle sat down in Lanky's seat and stroked Runaway's leg as she tried to kick him off.
Come on, baby. You can sit right in my lap.
I was over my seat and
Alright.
yank her down on him. I grabbed Scraggle by his shirt and hauled him up. Weary was old. Lanky wasn't accustomed to taking a punch, but I did manual labor for a living and got into a lot of bar fights. Even high as a kite and freakishly strong, Scraggle had nothing on me. I dragged him down the aisle as he yipped and cursed. A few passengers got in a kick or two as he was pulled between them.
What the fuck are you taking me?
You're getting off the bus.
The fuck I am. They attacked me first. I was just trying to talk friendly to that girl.
Yeah, looked real friendly. Sandra, who must have caught some of the commotion, was already pulling the bus over.
Get off me, ma'am! Ma'am! This man is assaulting me and I would like the police called.
Scraggle choked as I dragged him down the stairs of the bus. Sandra scoffed.
Look more like you were harassing that poor girl and kicking an old man. I don't tolerate that sort of behavior on my bus. You're getting off here.
She opened the doors and I pushed him out. Landed on his feet and spun around quickly.
You can't fucking do this. I paid. I'm calling corporate. Bus 950. You can't just leave me here. You have my bag.
Backpack came flying out the door behind me and landed in a dirty puddle further down the embankment.
There's your fucking bag.
Runaway said, then turned and walked back to her seat. Safe travels. I smiled at him as the bus driver pulled the doors closed in front of me. I watched Scraggle try to chase the bus and we pulled away. Other passengers flicked him off or insulted him out the window. Some gave me high fives or nodded approvingly at me. I will say, that moment felt a little too everyone stood up and clapped, you know?
It's a little Marvel-esque, but I'm here for the ride.
Yeah. Runaway was helping Weary back to his seat and Lanky was already next to him. I pulled out some Kleenex that Mel had put in my backpack ages ago, so I offered it to them. Hey, he got you good, Lanky. Lanky laughed.
My name's Dylan.
Dylan, I'm Chris.
Mac.
Weary interjected from next to Lanky.
I'm Mac. Nice to meet you, Chris. Thanks for stepping in. Yeah, I was getting my ass beat.
Dylan laughed.
Oh, you were not. The dude was just super methed out.
Runaway chimed in.
And thank you, all of you. I'm Gracie.
Well, that was eventful. Hopefully some of you are getting off in Mini for good.
Nope. I'm going through to Idaho.
Weary, no Mac, said.
Yeah, that's my Wyoming.
Dylan. Gracie hesitated.
Billings,
Yeah.
Montana. I don't know anybody there, but I don't know. I heard it's a nice place.
I nodded. Okay for me.
Alright.
Looks like we're all in for the long haul.
Sorry about that.
Mac nodded at me. Why?
We need to clean that.
Clean what?
He bit you in the arm.
I looked down at my arm. Damn, he had. Broke skin, too. Laid my head back and closed my eyes. Shit.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure you're fine.
Yeah, he looked real clean. Dylan laughed and then poured hydrogen peroxide on my arm that he'd gotten from God knows where. I must have fallen asleep again because the next thing I knew, Mac was gently nudging me.
Hey, you want some jerky?
I blinked and sat up. What?
Jerky. You look like you haven't eaten in days. He hasn't.
I heard Gracie from across the aisle. Sat up and rubbed my eyes and took the strip of dried meat from Mac. Where are we?
The border.
Which border?
We're almost in North Dakota.
I shot up. What happened to Minneapolis?
You slept through it. Soundly. Said you were going through to Washington. Didn't seem any reason to wake you.
No reason. I was supposed to call my girl.
Well, you can call her from Whitefall. That's a
All right.
A lot of people are shooting buses there. Mac,
Alright, let's see how this looks.
I asked, exasperated. Dylan's arm came over the back of my seat and hugged the headrest.
Couple hours. But you really didn't miss anything. Payphone bake was crazy in Minneapolis. I was supposed to call my girl Sarah. That wasn't time. Call him Whitefall.
God. I knocked my head back against the seat rest.
Alright.
Damn it. I didn't know what time Mel worked today. I was supposed to call her from Minnesota. What if he was worried about me? Couldn't get to Whitefall soon enough. Mac shared his entire bag of jerky with me, silently. And I was grateful. Maybe it wasn't so bad after all. This had some place to be. Someplace important, I guess. The snow started just after we hit the border. First gentle flakes, then a flurry, finally a full-on whiteout. I had no idea how the driver could even see through it. And even though Whitefall was only supposed to be about 2 hours or so from the border, it felt more like 5. It even seemed like the sun was setting by the time PA came on. It wasn't until then I realized we switched bus drivers in Mini.
Folks, this is Richie, your driver. We're pulling into Whitefall Station now. Looks like we've got a few other buses parked, which is great for you folks making transfers. Everything should move on schedule provided the weather cooperates, which, as you can see, is pretty nasty out there. This is going to be a 20-minute stop. Ordinarily, I did mention some of the fast food restaurants in town if you want something hot to eat, but I don't recommend leaving the bus station in Whitefall. It's a real blizzard out there.
He was right. It was hard to see anything at all, in fact. Slowly, the clean walls of the red brick bus station materialized out of the building white. It was a sizable terminal, though not quite as big as Indianapolis. The bus pulled to a stop.
Please take everything with you off the bus. Everyone must get off, even if you are continuing on with us to Rapid City. We're going to reboard at 5:40. The current time is 5:20.
5:20. This was supposed to be an unhurried 3-hour stop for me, but it seems I would only have 10 minutes to find and board bus 414. Was the weather that bad? Had we been going that slow? I stood up quickly, hoping to be the first people off. Nice meeting you all. Good luck. We only got 10 minutes before our bus leaves.
I saw.
Dang.
The bus station was madness. There had to be 70 people inside, including us, and it wasn't as big on the inside as it had looked from the outside. Everyone was shouting. People were snapping at each other. Baby screamed bloody murder on the other side of the room. It was absolute chaos.
What the hell?
Heard Mac beside me. Whatever, let's just figure out what door we need to be at. The ticket window was empty of a station employee, so I went to the board near the front of the room. I found bus 414, but across from it, where the door number should be, there was nothing. It was blank. In fact, they were all blank. What the hell is going on? The guy who answered my question was standing underneath the board, leaning up against the wall. He had on a Chiefs t-shirt and looked like he just pulled up in his daddy's Lexus.
Buses canceled all of them. The board has been like this since the first one rolled up this morning from Kansas City. Fuck that, I have a connection to make. I gotta make it to Post Falls.
Mac was red-faced and heaving. He was pissed. The stranger laughed, but there's no humor in it.
Start walking then. You little shit.
Mac yelled and tried to take a step toward the other guy. Put an arm across his chest. Relax, Mac. He's just some guy having a bad day, like the rest of us.
Yeah, we've all got places to be, Max, so play nice.
The douchebag taunted. We walked away, and Mac shook my arm off.
Play nice. Fuck that guy. All the buses.
All right.
I gotta get on the 414 to Post Falls. Someone's meeting me.
See how it looks.
I told her 9 p.m. I can't be late, I promised.
Crazy appeared.
Shit. 312 to Billings is canceled too.
Also, just want to say, Mac, like I said, there's a correlation between him needing to get there. Like, it's now we're finding out that it's also like a woman that he's meeting. So there's just that connection's kind of interesting. But
There's more information coming out. Yeah. It's back at the board inside.
What do we think, chat? What do we think?
Doesn't look like any of us are going anywhere. Should we find someone to talk to? Crazy snorted.
I tried. There's not a station employee or driver to be found. I even tried knocking on the employee's only door and no one answered. Shit.
Dylan had suddenly appeared behind us as well.
I gotta call Sarah.
Yeah, I gotta use the phone too. Mac?
No, I don't. I don't have her phone number, just an address. And a letter won't make it in time.
Shit.
Right.
Patted Mac on the shoulder, then followed Dylan to the payphones. There were 2, and only one was free.
You go ahead.
Thanks, man. The phone rang so long, I didn't think Mel was going to answer. She did. The connection was pretty bad.
Damn it.
I could hear.
God damn, God damn it, bitch. Let that shit go to voicemail. Holy shit, please.
Don't make us do this. Don't send us back. Well, he said the connection's bad, so they'll probably just be like, oh, you're breaking up or something, right? It's better. I could hear about 70% of everything she said, but that was it.
All right, let me get this timing down a little bit better, though.
It looked like there'd be a delay getting to Spokane, and then I was stuck in a blizzard in North Dakota.
That sounds terrible. How bad is it?
Remember New York 4 years ago?
Oh my god.
Or worse. Said something that I didn't catch. I asked her to repeat it.
Doctor, an appointment, maybe Monday?
You have an appointment on Monday?
Chris?
Mel? Phone disconnected. I stared at it a few seconds before pulling another quarter out of my pocket.
Don't bother. Look at the same shitty connection.
Warned a tall, blonde woman next to me. Kept digging. Oh, I just want to try.
Save your money, son.
An older man said from beside her.
She's right. The storm is interfering. Might as well wait until it calms down, son.
Took a look outside, but all I could see was white. You think it'll calm down?
It better. I have to get to Chicago.
Right. Just came from there. Man next to her nodded.
Minneapolis bus. Saw you come in.
Stuck out his hand.
Name's John Pollock. This is my daughter, Emily.
I shook it. Chris Dykes. Held my hand out to Emily, and she took it as well in a pretty crushing grip.
Better settle in for the night, Stikes. Nobody's getting out here until morning.
Yeah? Who said that?
Come over to the PA while you're on the phone.
I exchanged a look with Dylan. Not good. Especially not good for Mac. Nice meeting you. I said curtly before Dylan and I headed towards the last place we'd seen the weary old traveler. Found him sitting down in a chair near the door when he had come in from. Crazy was smoking a cigarette. God, I could use one of those right now. How you doing, Mac?
You talk to your girl?
Bad connection. Looked over at Dylan.
And you? You get a hold of your girl?
Dylan shook his head.
Didn't seem much of a point.
Mac nodded.
So we're all fucked.
I sat down across from him, noticing for the first time most of the people on our bus were seated in this area too. What do we do now?
Something.
Just wait? Gracie nodded.
Yep. We're stuck here until morning.
Anybody want anything from the fast food place?
Yes, thank you. Excellent. Perfect. Oh,
It's gonna move.
I'm gonna chance the storm. See if I can find a McDonald's nearby or something.
Awesome. This is perfect. Dude, I'll tell you what. You are a trooper right now. There's like 9 characters.
I keep shade fucking up the voices. I'm trying so hard.
Bro, this is rough.
All right.
I took the protagonist because, oh my gosh, man. I do not envy you right now. A few people raised their hands and handed him money. God knew it was tempting, but I needed to save as much as possible for the payphones. Opted for a Snickers bar from the vending machine instead. I watched him walk to the front door of the
Yeah, flapping his arms. Ah! Ryan runs outside.
It's Kermit, like there's puppet strings above him, he's just swinging his legs back and forward.
Jim Henson on a rolly chair. He's he's like on one of those mechanic chairs in like a garage.
Yeah, floor dolly. Yeah. I watched him walk to the front door of the station. He struggled with the wind. Okay, I got like it. He struggled with the wind and the door, and in the end, all he left behind was a dusting of snow that escaped into the building when he left. I never knew his name. We never saw him again. Whoa. I wonder if this is becoming. I wonder if this is like becoming. Almost seems like a purgatory kind of story or something. You know, everyone's got somewhere to be. Yeah.
Yeah, but then now they've got there. Now there's no connection. It's like there's no. Basically, you can't even make it to the real world, or I don't know. It just seems kind of odd, very like ghostly almost.
Yeah, that too. I almost get Mist vibes too. Of like, we're all stuck inside of the structure, can't go out past the veil. You know. Yeah. We all did our best to get comfortable in our chairs. The baby, wherever it was, stopped screaming around 9. Gracie, who was stretched out on the floor, dropped off first. Settled between.
All right, right now I'm just kind of rearranging the frames, I think. Yeah. 8, 10, 12, 15.
Around 3 a.m. and didn't wake again until 8. People were up and moving around by then. The sun might have been out, but there's no way to tell. An impossible amount of snow seemed to have fallen overnight, and the windows were almost completely covered by the drifts. There had to be 7 feet of it out there. It was ludicrous.
Hey, you.
I rubbed my eyes and then looked over at a vaguely familiar man. Me?
Yeah, you. What's your name?
Dykes.
Okay, Stikes. Well, that guy took my money last night for a burger and he never came back.
Okay.
Probably took all our cash and got a hotel for the night.
Okay.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
What do you mean? I didn't give him any money.
Yeah, but you're the guy who sorts problems, like the meth head on the bus. I got a problem, so help me sort it.
Look, man, I don't know where you got that idea, but I can't do anything about your money. If he went to a hotel, he'll be back this morning to board his bus. Pick it up with him then. I left the guy and headed to the bathroom. The line for the women's wrapped around the wall, and that morning I couldn't have been happier to be a dude. Bathroom was blessedly silent, and I reveled in that too. I could feel an undercurrent of anxiety and distress everywhere. Watched the terminal from wall to wall. And here, I was happy to be removed from it and alone.
Good morning, folks.
Cracked the PA above me.
This is the station master speaking on behalf of your drivers and the Gray Lure Company. I'm sure you're all very eager to board your buses and get on the road to your destinations. We sympathize wholeheartedly with our passengers, so we're disappointed to have to inform you that the storm is not predicted to let up until this evening.
I could hear groans and curses and even yelling from the other side of the door.
Our vending machines are fully stocked with food and drink, so we ask that you do not attempt to step outside as winds are at 65-mile-an-hour range and visibility is 0. For your safety, please do not attempt to leave the station.
Fuck you!
I heard someone yell through the door. This was bad, real bad. There were a couple of vending machines on each wall, but hardly enough to feed 70 people for an entire extra day. The one I had used last night was already almost empty. I tried my hand and walked out the door, heading back to our group section. As soon as I sat down, Gracie offered me a cigarette.
I know you're stressed.
I am.
Are you sure you don't want one?
I eyed the pack hungrily. Then I thought of the man in the car.
Hell, I'll have one.
Matt grumbled. The rest of the day passed slowly. Talked about TV, movies, video games, places we visited, but nothing personal. I had Pop-Tarts and goldfish from the vending machine. Tried to call Mel again, exchanged maybe 8 words I could understand with her.
How about that?
Fall, things were dire. We'd been waiting all day to hear about the storm in our buses, but no one showed up at the ticket windows and no one addressed us over the loudspeaker.
Sorry, just a wee bit itchy.
A stranger in the Chiefs t-shirt banged on the employee door with a couple other guys. They tried pounding on it, tried shouting. Hell, they even tried kicking the door in, but nothing broke. It had now been over 24 hours that we had all been stranded here. The baby screamed from somewhere. A man fought with another over the last moon pie in the vending machine. Frustrated people tried the phones.
What do you think, Grizz?
Dylan fell down into a chair next to me. I think this place is a breaking point, and we're going to hit it tomorrow night.
You give them that long?
We don't hear something over the PA before then? Yeah.
What do you think they're doing back there?
I shrugged. Drinking coffee, sleeping on the couches, laughing at us. Mac looked out the window.
The storm doesn't look that bad.
I had to disagree. Sleep came easier that night due to my sheer exhaustion. I slept from 10 at night to 8 in the morning. I was only woken by shouting. A man was trying to
Alright.
2 people I recognized, father and daughter I'd met 2 days
Just
before.
trying to get these kind of.
I have to get out of here. I have money. I'll phone the cops or the Red Cross or something. I'll send help. Andy, no.
Emily Pollock yelled.
You'll die out there. I can't stay in here anymore. I can't. Andy, stop.
Emily yanked back in his arms, tried for the door again.
We need you. More importantly, son, it's not safe out there.
Father chimed in.
Let him go.
Stranger with the Chiefs t-shirt laughed.
He's an adult. He can decide what he wants. Stay out of this. This has nothing to do with your people.
My people?
We've been on a bus with him since Arizona. We're concerned for him. Focus on your Kansas City people.
I've been on a bus with all these people.
Chiefs t-shirt gestured to a large group in the corner.
But if any of them wanted to leave of their own free will, I would let them.
Emily Pollock laughed.
That's because you don't fucking care. Now piss off, you pretty mama's boy.
My name is Acker. But thanks for the compliment, bitch. Hey, there's no need for that. Well, looks like you're a daddy girls too, you stupid bitch. I do like to think that the Kansas City Chiefs guy is just like a super sassy gay man. I really love that.
Yeah, yeah. It's dude. If you close your eyes right now, it sounds like you're having a mental breakdown.
I know. I feel kind of schizophrenic.
Just yelling at
Yeah, well, yeah. Hey, there's no need for that. Well, looks like you're a little daddy's girl too.
Go deal with your own group, Acker.
She snapped at the man she'd been holding the hostage, took that moment to jerk away from her, throw open the door and bolt through it. I was on my feet in seconds. What the hell? How did he get through the drips? Dylan was behind me as we ran over there. It was impossible. The snow was higher than the windows. He should have ran into a wall of snow. I threw the door open and found myself looking at a long, narrow hallway of snow. so high on both sides I could hardly see the top. The passage went on so long, I thought I'd lost it until I spotted the dark figure of a man hurrying away. What?
Don't like that.
Huh? Like a maze? Like a giant, like, chute? Like a giant fish maze thing? But
Yeah,
with
but
snow?
Snow.
Sorry about that.
It's very weird, very surreal.
Whoa,
sight.
what the heck? Okay. I was pulled back and the door slammed in my face. Emily Pollock was there glaring at me.
You fucking idiot! It's bad enough you went out there.
Who carved that path?
Who cares? It goes nowhere. We sent a girl last night to see if she could find help, but she never came back.
You sent someone out there? I asked, horrified. I addressed this question more to John, as he seemed the more rational of the two.
I did not agree to that, but the girl and my daughter did. She went out on her own volition. That's insane! You sent some poor girl out there?
I collared from my left.
She won't make it 100 yards in this. She knew the risk.
Edgar Pollock snapped.
But it went nowhere. And now we've lost someone we actually needed.
What do you mean needed? Emily clenched her jaw and stared at me. Father just shook his head. Neither volunteered an answer.
He was a nurse. She needed him.
Edgar shrugged from the periphery of the argument. Needed him for what? Someone sick? Emily laughed.
Everyone is sick. Or will be soon. This is our third day here without no contact with the outside world. The vending machines are practically empty. The women's bathroom is overflowed. People who are supposed to get us out of here refuse to open the door or even speak to us. They don't care what happens out here. People haven't slept. The phones aren't working. And if we don't find a way to leave or get help, we'll all starve.
I looked around the station. My bus had come in late evening 2 days before. As I studied the room, I noticed that people seemed to have huddled in the
Alright, I got the timing down, so it's a little bit easier. It's not quite as quick. So. Oh, sorry, just giving a wee bit of a stretch. Wow.
Passengers from the Minneapolis.
Alright.
There has to be another nurse or doctor here.
Yeah, well, why don't you ask around the Minneapolis group? Because we had no medical professionals on the Kansas City side. So if you have one, send him over.
I'll ask around.
You should do that.
Acker smiled, and I had a feeling I was missing something. Mac pulled me back to our row seats and sat me down.
You ever read Lord of the Flies, son?
Alright.
No.
I think it looks pretty good.
Gracie asked, swinging some book she was reading over the seat next to her.
Look around. Do you see how the station is divided?
Yeah. By random.
What do you guys think?
Not random. By buzz.
Mac nodded and seemed relieved, as if the burden of knowledge was off of him.
Over there. The guy with the Chiefs t-shirt. That group was on the bus that came from Kansas City. And over there, that dad and daughter we met the first night. That whole group is from Denver. And what about that group?
Gracie asked, pointing to the largest group, all of whom sat against a wall on the far side of the terminal.
Salt Lake City. I was talking to a woman from the group earlier. Went over to ask if anybody had a stamp. She was polite, but basically
All right.
fuck off.
Right. Why does any of this matter? Max let his eyes to me.
It means that the situation is developing into every man for himself. More accurately, every camp for themselves.
I think we can assume the loudest ones are the self-appointed leaders.
Dylan rolled his eyes.
Right. The guy in the Chiefs shirt, Acker, seems to speak for the Kansas City group. The loud woman and her dad seem to run Denver.
Right.
And I guess the one who stood up when I approached the wall is speaking for Salt Lake City. So that leaves us. Right.
Okay. So, I think we got the timing down. We went from storyboards to kind of this.
Max seemed to be something onto me. Great. I guess you have another section. So I love the just random maze showing up outside, right?
Yeah, I can't tell if the story is going like surrealist, prison, like weird mist vibe, or if it's like there's a whiteout.
All right.
And this is just going to go into straight Lord of the Flies.
Okay.
Yes, which is still kind of like the mist too, to be fair.
Yeah, but I'm afraid it will do a Baraska where it's
All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for today.
experiment conducted by the government to blah blah blah, something like that, right? It's way cooler if there's a supernatural storm. They find
I want to thank you guys for joining in.
there's this kind of weird almost maze that develops outside. They
Actually,
choose to try to traverse or not. Like,
sorry.
I really don't like this anymore. It's like, have you ever read Lord of the Flies? Well, we've elected, we've democratically appointed leaders of our.
Right. Okay. Alright. Alright, want to thank you guys for coming in, watching, and tuning into the stream. Probably going to end it right here. We will either continue this, either possibly tomorrow, if there's a chance, and if not, then I'll probably do this again next week. Try and hit... Yes, there was a lot of small dancing. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to check out the Patreon, I'll leave a link to it real quick. That way. So you can check out, if you are interested in supporting me and my work, you can go onto the Patreon, choose the tier that you think is best financially reasonable for you, and or if, sorry. And if not, thank you once again for tuning into the stream. We'll be continuing this either tomorrow or sometime in the later weekend. But once again, thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys have a good night. And stay tuned for this week's episode. It's going to be coming in same time on Tuesday. So, yeah. All right. See ya.
Oh, he flew by. He flew by.
You got attacked by an Enderman. He got attacked by an Enderman.
No way, no way!
Hey, we need to
Look
do this,
down.
by the way, because I think the towers respawn.
No, they do not!
Oh God,
I
say it so.
swear they do.
I don't even have an axe. I can't hit it. I can't.
Just throw yourself at him!
Wait, really?
Beat